Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, January 27th, 2020. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Here's a fun fact to start your week. Did you know a wolf can smell blood from almost 2 miles away? Here's something else you might want to know. Hadi Choopan can smell championship on the other side of the ocean. It's true. Google it. After fading away from social media some, Hadi's back in the headlines after releasing a few training clips over the last month or so. And true to form, he looks like a complete freak of nature in every form. Hadi being able to compete at the Olympia last year was one of the biggest stories of the entire season. So now that we know he's free to pick his spots, the next question on everyone's mind is whether or not we'll see him on stage in the United States again sometime before September. Hadi's not the only big name who's been back in the news lately. All of a sudden, we're also starting to see more content coming out of Ahmad Ashkanani's camp. Unfortunately for Ahmad, he's one of the few bodybuilders on the planet who can break the top 5 at the Olympia and still have people view him as a disappointment. But for competitors like him, that stuff only adds fuel to the fire. 2020 is a huge year for the Ashkanani camp. This feels like it could be a make or break year as far as their championship window is concerned. And with the stakes being as high as they are, this is exactly the time for them to show people that they can step up and deliver. Here's the deal. The Physique International title is like watching an IndyCar race. They're all high performance machines. There's a whole lot of horsepower out there, but in the end there can only be one winner. And this year, Sarah Villegas would like nothing more than to be that winner. We're less than 2 months out from the Arnold Classic now, and Sarah looks as good as I've ever seen her this far out. She looks like she's made some major improvements to her conditioning, and she's coming in with momentum. The stage is set for a showdown, so when they all come screaming down the home stretch, we'll see if she's got the juice to break ahead of the pack. Sometimes with social media, it can be really hard to tell if a picture, is photoshopped. But trust me, the photos you're seeing of 295-pound Shawn Smith are as real as they get. A few days ago, the second-year pro announced that he was planning to make his season debut at the Indy Pro 13 weeks from now, where he'll be looking to give the good people of Indiana a first-hand look at what he's been working on this off-season. At 5'8" and almost 300 pounds, Shawn won't be hurting as far as size and thickness is concerned. But the real key for him will be the conditioning and the detail, because that's what he'll need to set himself apart if he wants to be in the running for a top finish. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.